The overall Exxat Cares 2024 trip to India has been absolutely amazing. Every day, every hour, there's something new to experience, whether it's talking with the children, playing with the children, visiting patients in the hospital, going to the camps to be able to evaluate and treat for acute and chronic injuries and or diagnoses. And it's just been absolutely amazing.
I've been on trips before. I've been to a couple of different countries doing medical trips and humanitarian trips in the past, and I went with a group of people who I knew most of them. And this trip was a little different because it was people that I did not know. I didn't know anyone on the trip, and we all came together for a common purpose, and we all had a common background, whether it be one kind of medical background or the other. And the cohesiveness of this group has made this trip, in my opinion, the best trip that I've been on by far, as far as a humanitarian or a medical trip at all. This trip has been pretty powerful because we were able to actually go out into villages and spend time with patients who had acute and chronic illnesses. And the chronic illnesses have been there for many, many years, just simply because of the lifestyle that they've led. Most were farmers, most had chronic conditions that while there's some things that we could do or we couldn't do in the long term, we could set them up with appointments at the hospital, but we could treat the acute pain that they were having. And then we worked alongside of occupational therapists, physical therapists. I'm a nurse practitioner, but this was the first time that I've ever really worked in tandem with a different professional side by side, and taking those skills that I have and the skills that the therapists have and putting those together and being able to see an outcome immediately was pretty powerful.
I've been very inspired by the state-of-the-art medical facility of the hospital and the mobile medical unit. The hospital has everything from pediatrics to oncology to endoscopy suite, orthopedics, not only breast cancer screening, but also an oncology floor. They have ophthalmology, dental services. It's really amazing what the collaboration as one family has been brought to Appligar.
I would like to introduce you to the country's first medical mobile unit. This allows practitioners to be able to go out into the tribal communities and provide dentistry along with vision care, along with breast cancer screening care. In this unit, there's actually a bathroom as well, which will help the villagers with the opportunity to have running water and sanitation. This is going to be a wonderful asset to the communities, the tribal communities of India, and being the first mobile unit, I cannot wait to see what all they are going to be able to offer their fellow citizens.
Yeah, I think one of the things that really caught my attention was the way that this medical area or the medical field here incorporates the spiritual as well as the medical together. It's almost like they're trying to marry the East and the West Coast or medicine piece of that, and so they're looking at those two different things, and it's all based upon the love that they're giving to the people here, and that just was so impressive to me, that they were being scientific, but yet they were also looking at the fact that they are human beings, and we are caring for people who are the same as us but needing that help. So that was very impressive to me.
I think that the students, when they come on a trip like this, it's a very different perspective from what we see in the United States, and seeing a different healthcare system, seeing the different ways and different protocols in the way we treat patients, and even the differences in medication. Their growth is so tremendous over the very short period of time that they take away so many internal experiences and really take that to heart. Hopefully then that translates to their long-term practice.
It's been incredible, and it's been an opportunity of a lifetime to be here, and it being so new to the field of occupational therapy, to be able to learn from other professionals in an incredible setting with incredible people has been life-changing, and I'm very grateful and honored to have the opportunity. My overall experience has been wonderful. I think in occupational therapy we talk about improving people's quality of life, and even just being a part of people's lives for the briefest moment is something we try to improve their quality of life even in those short time frames. Whether it was acute illnesses or chronic illnesses, being able to just give them something to take away has made our day and hopefully theirs as well. This was the first time I've really got to see my own patients per se on this trip, and just learning how to communicate and make people feel comfortable from a different culture has been a learning experience, and it's something that I'll take back with me to incorporate with my patients, and something I hope to do for all my patients in the future.
It was a very positive, very great experience. The hospitality here, anywhere we've gone, has been just truly amazing, and truly, like, just no words can describe how grateful and how meaningful this trip has been for me. Yes, I think definitely having this cultural exchange and seeing that there are ways to incorporate things that we don't know into medicine and into our practice to make it more holistic and to make it more personable for the client themselves. If you don't know what their day-to-day looks like, it's very hard to provide treatments and interventions that they'll be able to follow through, or they'll be able to continue after they see you in clinic or after they come to the hospital and stuff. So definitely incorporating more cross-cultural interventions within the OT profession, I think would really benefit not only us as practitioners, but the clients themselves.
I'm mostly excited about sharing with the students because I feel like helping them understand cultural respect and differences, but also about how some of the skills they're learning will go anywhere in the world, right? They'll be able to help people anywhere in the world as long as they stay open to also receiving information. So I'm excited about that part, but I also have really come away thinking we need every student to have an experience where they are out of their own world and comfort zone and seeing people in their real circumstances.
We learn a lot from them. They taught us some techniques, some physiotherapy techniques, and they taught us the exercises, physiotherapy exercises to patients, and they are really beneficial for us and for all our patients also. Actually, I have requested Kaka to arrange some lectures from that medical team. So it will be really beneficial for our staff and for our doctors also.
Where our expectations was, we thought that how that doctors were, whether they mix with us, whether they friendly with us, can our staff can work with them. We thought like that, but they are very friendly. They make comfortable our staff to work with them. They enjoyed our all camps. We did all ortho camps. They enjoyed our OTs. Hysterectomy, I think so. They joined our OT. So we enjoyed all this work.
My team was actually excited to have these people in India and to our Aplagar in Pune. So cultural exchange, traditional exchange, food and everything, we are trying to give our best to the team so they can take that memories to US again. Our doctors also might have taught them something instead of just learning. It was both way interaction. So we are happy that both the teams are really happy about what they have exchanged.
I feel like I have just learned so much. Every minute I've learned something new and different, and still felt like we were giving back to people who were so appreciative and humble, but also giving to us as well.
One of the best opportunities we've had here is to work interprofessionally with PT, OT, NPAs, and nurse practitioners, along with all of the doctors of Aplagar. This is taught in the classroom, but it's never really able to come to fruition with everybody brought together. So I would like to take back the opportunities of being able to share how important it is to learn from all of our professions, and how then can we as a team be able to communicate collectively for the whole of the patient. And we've really been able to embrace that here, which makes this that much more of a special Exxat Cares trip.
healthcare workers, the personnel that I've interacted with. I have found them all to be very humble, very kind, open to feedback, collaborative, and wanting to learn to improve patient care. I think they're role modeling what all of us should do here and in the United States in order to improve care for all patients.
I think that it was a good way to look at how the different cultures are growing and what that means to each of our cultures and how we can work together to take the best of things from each culture and really capitalize on the humanistic aspect of who we are as medical health professionals.
My role in the Exxat Cares trip was of a translator. So I was translating from English that the medical professional spoke in to Marathi, which is what the patients and the rest of the team in India spoke in. So it was very easy for me to do, but there were times where I had to add on to certain things because the mindsets were different. However, both of them were so curious to learn. It was a beautiful fusion, like a marriage that came together of the Western world and the Eastern world. And not just when it came to dealing with patients, but also in Aplagar, when the kids were interacting with the medical professionals. It just felt like they knew each other for the longest time. The time they spent with each other, trying to learn each other's language, and even with the language barrier, they just were so confidently talking to each other with the body language. Was a very beautiful, picturesque scenery to see. So I'm very grateful for them to come here and give us the knowledge and experience that they had. And the best part was they were emotionally connected with the patients, with the medical staff here in India, and also the children. That we don't have to give them, we don't have to experience anything else, but it just came out in the form of tears, and that was a wonderful experience to see.
As the coordinator of the Exxat Cares trip, I feel honored to have collaborated with such an extraordinary group of people from the US. They have consistently demonstrated exceptional qualities throughout our journey. Despite the challenges of being in a new country with a language barrier, they have shown unwavering support, adaptability, and flexibility. Their genuine care, respect, and dedication to serving the local patients, the children of Aplagar, are truly heartwarming. I consider myself fortunate to have had the opportunity to work alongside each of these individuals. The Aplagar team went above and beyond, surpassing all expectations. The efforts to ensure that our team had everything we needed, coupled with their abundant love, care, and respect, were truly remarkable. They worked tirelessly, trying to introduce us to the Indian culture, whether it be food, dance, music, or traditions, which we deeply appreciated. We will always cherish the Aplagar team's sincere hospitality and will remember it forever. Witnessing both groups collaborate seamlessly despite the language barrier fills me with gratitude, as it shows how good deeds can be accomplished without relying on language or location. I am very thankful to have had this opportunity to work with both these groups of amazing people.